today's video, I want to talk to you about having an eco-friendly Christmas. The holidays are always fun, but as I grow as a person, I realize the impacts that I have on the world around me. And I love working to save the animals and do my best to help the children and the homeless, but if we don't have an earth, then we're all kind of screwed. So for today's video, I wanted to give you 5 eco-friendly Christmas tips to make your holiday a little bit more sustainable. These are things just to keep in the back of your mind so that you can grow and become a better human for yourself, for your family, and for everyone else who shares this world with you. Also, do you like that I decorated hardcore for you? Like, look at this. Santa hat. I pulled out the sexy shirt because it's like velvety and like Christmassy. You can get the little lights. Yeah, thumbs up for the effort. When it comes to having a more eco-friendly holiday, specifically Christmas, the first thing we have to do is talk about trees. Christmas trees are a $1 billion industry. And I found a statistic that said that every single year there are 350 million Christmas trees that are sold and used for Christmas. And for my family, we'd always just have the tree and then we'd like throw it out into the yard and then some garbage truck would pick it up. And sometimes those are recycled, but a lot of times they aren't. Well, if you celebrate Christmas, the first tip is to buy a live Christmas tree, and not just one that's alive and smells like pine, but one that is actually in the pot. That means that when you're done with Christmas, you can undecorate the tree and you can go out and plant this in your yard. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the second best time is now. And if you can't plant it on your own property, or if you don't have a property to do that, you can donate it to a neighbor or a person who does, or even to an organization or another place that can do that for you. And this helps because not only are you not contributing to the problem, but you're actually planting a tree that is going to take carbon dioxide out of the air and turn that into breathable, beautiful oxygen. And maybe even be a home for like a bird in their little nest someday. If you have the financial ability and live near a nursery, I would highly recommend it. Not to mention, because it's alive, you can water it, it lasts longer. If your cats climb it, it doesn't leave like little, dead leaves all over the place. I mean, a couple, but not as many as a dead tree. Highly recommended. Next, let's talk about holiday drinks. You know the limited edition, holiday flavored, peppermint mocha, chocolate, caramel brulee things that we're talking about. And I'm not gonna name any names, but I know that you've got that frequent customer little punch card along with your little gold card. They are delicious, they are fun, they are festive, and they are a perfect way to hang out with friends or just study. But at the same time, have you ever thought about how many cups and how much paper those establishments probably go through every day? One option that I would really recommend is simply ordering for here. Did you know that at any Starbucks or at any Pete's or pretty much any coffee shop, you can ask for your coffee in a for here cup? And they actually have ceramic mugs that you can drink your caramel brulee or your peppermint mocha out of, and then you can return the cup. That way there is no waste, and they wash those and they reuse them, which is amazing. There are also coffee shops in which you can bring in your own coffee cup. So if you have a coffee cup that has a unicorn on it, or from somewhere that you traveled to, or even just some cute little snowflakes, you can be festive AF, drink your coffee, and be eco-friendly too. When it comes to the holidays, we also have to talk about wrapping paper. I would always just wrap stuff and not think about it. And because I'm not a super precise person and no one ever taught me how to wrap like I'm an origami queen, my wrapping really consisted of a lot of waste. Now, as I've gotten older, what I've learned to do is reduce, reuse, and recycle. There could be magazines or packages that have glitter that I was shipped or something that I can then reuse and turn that into a wrapping paper, kind of DIYing it myself. Or you can actually go out and you can purchase wrapping paper that was specifically recycled. You can get this from Amazon, from Whole Foods, or even from some other local craft stores. In addition, if you're really bad at wrapping boxes like me, get a reusable gift bag and just shove stuff in there. Next, let's talk about the actual gifts. When it comes to shopping, gifts are hard enough to do because you're trying to find the right gifts. And if you need a couple of my recommendations, I did post a gift guide in the same awesome background that has the best holiday gifts that you could ever get for someone. But when it comes down to it, to help out with the gift stress, purchase gifts that are eco-friendly or environmentally friendly. Look for things that have recycled packaging or things that are practical, such as utensils or a toothbrush that's made out of bamboo that doesn't contribute to plastic waste. You can also look for makeup or cosmetic brands that are donating to animals or to local communities and that use recycled packaging and soy ink on paper. And when you choose to limit yourself to those eco-friendly options, it's really helpful because then instead of having a million options of what to get someone, you can literally narrow it down to a couple hundred and say, okay, I'm gonna choose something out of this. And when you decrease that decision fatigue, it's a lot easier to choose a gift that somebody else is going to love and that you feel good about giving. The last thing that we are going to talk about is holiday food. The holidays are synonymous with these amazing feasts, but it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I actually started looking into where my food comes from and how much water and how many resources actually go into the things I eat. Now, regardless of whether you eat everything, whether you're vegetarian or whether you're vegan, your food comes from somewhere. And those foods that feed animals to produce do create more waste. I'm not telling you that you have to change the way you eat. I'm not telling you to change your life. But I am saying look into things. And the more fresh veggies you can add not only cuts down on your water waste, but it's also better for your body. And they taste delicious. It takes about 660 gallons of water to create a hamburger. And the reason why is because you have to have that water to feed the animals and to create the food that the animals eat to then kill the animal to serve it on a burger. And if you do want to try out a new option, I would highly recommend Gardein, Beyond Beef, or the Impossible Burger. They taste amazing. They actually bleed like real meat. And my friends and family who are not vegan say that they taste delicious, but the water and eco imprint is literally cut into a fraction. And it's just those kind of things that you could kind of think about or consider. And the more you can cook at home, the more you can buy local from a farmer's market to support local people, the less you're shipping and trucking things for like olive oil from Greece or something like that. And when you do support local, you're supporting your community as well as doing something good for the earth. So when it comes to having an eco-friendly holiday, I really hope that these tips and tricks inspire you guys. I think that as humans, we're always on a journey to better ourselves. And my own journey has been really transformative for me because the more I learn, the more invigorated and interested I get. And I mean, once you start learning things, you realize there's 100 more things to learn that you don't yet understand. And the fact that I have the opportunity to share that with you and hopefully help you make a difference in your life and in the lives of others is something that I am truly grateful for. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to help you live beautifully inside and out and to rediscover and reach your fullest potential. I really hope that this video helped you do that. And if you think that my little eco-friendly lights are awesome, let me know. If you have any other holiday video requests, feel free to tell me. And if you haven't already hit the gear or the little ding dong bell, silver bells, hit my little silver bell because that will notify you when I do post more gift guides, more holiday recommendations, the things I eat, the daily vlogs that I have been doing for Vlogmas, etc, etc. Always remember that it is you that puts the you in beautiful, and most of the time beauty is not the way you look. Beauty is your actions. It's the way you carry yourself and the way that you communicate and contribute to the other people in the world around you. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.